Cincinnati's two Major League sports franchises have something that no other city does.
In our series, 10 Years Later, A Changed City, Sports Director John Popovich takes a look at what that is.
Sports, by and large, are colorblind endeavors. They're tests of toughness, talent, and tenacity, not race, not creed, not color. That's not to say that color hasn't mattered in sports. It took 100 years for a black to play baseball. Black leaders came much later.
Now, Cincinnati hasn't exactly been a pioneer when it comes to racial progress in sports until recently. Think about it.
It was January of 2003 when Marvin Lewis became the 9th head coach of the Bengals. He'll soon start his 9th season, if there is a season. And it was October of 2007 that Dusty Baker took over the reins of the Reds. He's starting his 4th campaign.
They are the two faces, the two voices, the two leaders of our two major sports franchises, and both are African American. No other big league city can say that.
I think the first thing I'll say, I think it's a positive that neither one of us have probably thought about it that way, and I think that's a positive. But I think secondly, it shows maybe a progressiveness in things and thinking, and I think that's good.
I mean, I think the step forward has come in the fact that ownership has took a risk in hiring us, really, in an area that supposedly wasn't open to that.
Did the events of 10 years ago, the troubles that spilled onto Cincinnati streets, affect the look of our sports teams?
You're always hoping that there's progress. You know what I mean? And I mean genuine progress for everybody, not only us as at the top, so-called top as a manager or the head coach. You just hope that we can all make progress, as a society and as a community.
Ready, go, go. Sit form. Good job, fellas, good job.
Coaching is only part of their function. Contributing to the community is another. The Marvin Lewis Foundation zeroes in on kids, focusing on academics through the use of athletics.
What I've tried to do is hopefully show the young African American kids an opportunity, something that they, through sports and academics, have an opportunity to achieve whatever they want to achieve. And hopefully I've made some inroads that way in encouraging these young people that way.
Lewis's foundation has affected tens of thousands over the past decade. While the Reds, through their community fund, renovate fields, promote baseball in the inner city, and foster social interaction between urban and suburban children, they impressively elevated the exposure and the relevance of the civil rights game. And even the ownership of Bob Castellini has taken on an investors group with a sizable number of African Americans, which should be noted doesn't make the job of manager any easier, especially if you're black.
Yeah, I've experienced that most of my life and most of my baseball career. That there are higher expectations and expectations that have to happen in a shorter period of time.
Still, the color of the athlete isn't part of many discussions anymore. The color of the coach is no longer much of an issue. The bottom line, as far as sports fans are concerned, is winning games, claiming championships. Regardless of your skin color, you're going to be celebrated when there are victories, and you'll be blamed, you'll be roasted when there are setbacks.
That's how it is. And if that's how it is, and that's what we'll do, and that's how, I'll perform.
John Popovich, Channel 9.
That was John Popovich reporting, and we want to hear your opinions on our city's progress.
Go to our special web section, WCPO.com/10yearslater, or our Facebook and Twitter pages to join the conversation and leave your impression.